Hey everybody, Paul and Amy here, and it is finally grand opening day for the villas at Disneyland Hotel. We are here.
Yeah, so exciting. And they've got this cool, I think this is more for the 100th, but the balloons might be for the
I
grand
feel
opening.
like the balloons are special for today.
Yeah.
They've got a cool little 100th sort of carpet out front here, and there are so many
Very
cast
cool
members, very cool balloons. Everyone's excited. It's going to be a big day for us.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and so they did tell us the rooms aren't going to be ready till 4. We're not really surprised. There is still working and stuff going on. But they gave us our room keys and they give us these special commemorative, they say, opening weekend, the Villas at Disneyland Hotel. So that's a really cool touch. But yeah, we're really excited to see everything. We're excited to meet all the members that have come out for this opening. And
yeah, it seems like a lot of people are kind of arriving early this morning, kind of seeing what to expect. So we're going to bring you along for the ride and just kind of take you through our day as we explore here. We have been told that the rooms aren't going to be ready till 4 p.m. Also, the grand opening celebration is just for cast members and executives, but we should hopefully get a glance of it from, behind a wall or behind a fence or something.
It's also being live streamed through
So,
DVC, so
we'll watch it on our phones as we're watching it in real person.
right. And then something else, just really quickly, some people were asking about the parking situation. There is not a separate parking lot for the villas, so there's just the regular lots that were always here. The Frontier lot seems to be the closest lot to the villas.
Yeah, so we're super excited, and we're going to bring you along, see what we can see, take you along for our grand opening experience here at the villas at Disneyland Hotel.
We stepped into Fantasia Market or whatever the gift shop's called here. I can't even remember, it's so early. And they just put out this brand new Disneyland Villas merchandise. Look at all this we've got.
Gonna take you through it?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got these lovely ears that are for the Disneyland Villas, $34.99. And they say Disneyland Hotel on the back of them.
Oh yeah, those are cute.
We've also got in my hand already a Villas at Disneyland Hotel magnet, which Amy won't leave without.
Oh yeah.
The grand opening commemorative pin, so it does say grand opening 2023 on it. We've got a Disney Parks lug bag here, so $100. It's got the little Disneyland Villas logo on it. And then we've got, I think, 3... Oh, wait, down here. We got a Turbis. Disneyland Hotel Turbis. This is $34.99.
Then we've got some shirts. I'm really liking this sweater right here. Hoodie. So this is a Disneyland Villas Hotel hoodie. And then what's it like on the front?
It just has the little Villas at Disneyland Hotel logo on it here.
Okay, and it's a full zip up.
Full zip up, $54.99.
That's cute.
Don't mind if I do.
And then what else? Let's see.
Are these ears different? No, these are the same ears. So yeah, I think that does it. Honestly.
Yeah, so where are these shirts over here? Oh, that's the hoodie. What is this shirt? Okay, so they do have another small little display over here with some of the Turbises. And then we have this shirt right here. And this shirt is $34.99. Very nice. So lots of new merch this morning at the Disneyland Hotel. He's just walking around and grabbing things. And I don't know what's going to happen when he gets to the checkout counter.
Lots of money will be spent. This place is just buzzing with activity. They are currently playing the Welcome Home song. You're going to hear it in the background here in a second. But it is just a very exciting environment here today. Damage on the merch. Around $150. I got the sweatshirt. I got the Turvis. I got, let's see, magnet, pin, and I don't know. There's probably other things. A shirt. There's all kinds of stuff in my bag. So, yeah, but you've got to do it. I mean, how many times are you at a grand opening of a new Disney Vacation Club villa? So, here we are.
family and friends, making memories so strong. We're building a somewhere new.
By the time you guys see this video, it will have already happened, so I feel safe talking about it. We've listened to a run-through about 3 times of this morning's grand opening celebration. So they are going to do a live performance of Where We Belong, which is the new Disney Vacation Club anthem. So they've got the original artist here today, and they're going to do a live performance singing that song. Obviously, there's going to be some Disney character involved. And then also the primary balcony that's up like the left side of the resort, my assumption, we'll wait until the actual live stream happens here later this morning, but it sounds like they're going to have cast members all up and down all of those balconies in the actual villas as part of the grand opening celebration. So that's going to be cool to see. Bill Dirksen is here, obviously, as the vice president and general manager of Disney Vacation Club. So he will be speaking as well. And then there's some streamers, and then the villas are officially open at that point. I don't know if they'll be officially open for us to get into right away, but as soon as we can, we will head back that way. Funny thing about the streamers as well, during the rehearsals, essentially they loaded the streamer cannons with some coffee cups, and they shot some coffee cups up in the air. I don't know if I got a video of that or not, but it was absolutely hilarious when it happened, and most people, like even on stage, I think kind of laughed, not expecting to see coffee cups go up in the air, so that was kind of funny. Obviously, there will be streamers when they do the live stream, but super just excited to be here today. There's just activity all around, all kinds of people here, and excited to celebrate this grand opening. You know, something like this doesn't happen in Disneyland that often, especially when it comes to Disney Vacation Club. The last opening out here was Grand Cal. They only have 2 Disney Vacation Club properties, whereas in Walt Disney World, it seems like every other year we're opening a new property. You know, it was not too long ago when we did Riviera. So, you know, it's just very exciting. You can tell all of the cast members are excited, and just fun to be here.
We've moved over to the Tangaroa Terrace so that we can see a little bit better, kind of over the rail here of what's going on. As we said before, the grand opening ceremony is behind those gates. It's actually only open to cast members and executives. So they are streaming it live. Disney Vacation Club is streaming it live, but we are watching some of it from here. They've been doing a lot of practicing. It was kind of funny because earlier they were practicing with the cannons and shooting out coffee cups. They moved to streamers, but we are excited. We are still going to watch it. We're going to try to show you as much as we can. Obviously, you can watch the live stream from Disney as well, but we're excited to bring everything to you today. We ordered some mobile orders from Tangaroa Terrace, and I got the Loco Moco Burrito, which is jasmine rice, chopped garlic beef patty, fried egg, fried onions, and something I can't pronounce, but it looks really good, incredibly big. And then Paul got the acai chia breakfast bowl, which is got sorbet and fruit and acai, so it looks pretty good too. But we're gonna have some food while we wait for this ceremony. Okay, we finished our breakfast at Tangaroa Terrace, and honestly, really great for quick service. Paul's acai chia bowl was actually my favorite. It was very fresh, you know, very fruity, very light. The burrito was a lot heavier. I only ate half of it, but it was very good. Definitely big enough to share. It was just very kind of like hearty, good flavor, but overall just really good. It was actually a decent price too for Disney. I think we paid, you know, around $30 for both items, which is pretty typical for quick service at Disney. But yeah, really good. I definitely would recommend it, especially if you're staying here at the villas.
When you see a shooting star, the adventure inside your heart is pulling you close to where the future starts. The magic that's in your eyes, traditions we build for life. Year after year, the memories fill the sky. Everybody come home to your home away from home, where magic never ends. Family and friends, making memories where we belong.
We just finished watching the grand opening celebration. It's just so exciting to be here. I know I've said that a million times already, but there's just a buzz in the air. You can tell all of the cast members, everyone working for Disney Vacation Club, are so proud of this finished product here, and we're just so excited to go in and stay. The villas are not, I know we did the grand opening, but the villas are not officially open just yet. They are doing some media tours and things, and then we've heard rumors between 2 and 4 p.m. is when general guests will actually get into the facility, and we're excited to then walk around. But outside, they're actually doing some complimentary photos with a little placard for the grand opening, and they'll give you a complimentary photo pass card with those photos on them. So Amy and I did some of those. We'll put some of those photos in here at this point as well. But we're just kind of milling about. There's a lot of executives still taking pictures with the main set that they have over there for the grand opening. And we're just going to hang out and see what happens here as the day evolves. As quickly as it happened, now only plywood remains and a little bit of camera equipment of the grand opening celebration. So they tore this down real fast. It is occupying part of the pool space here, so they probably want to get that taken down as quickly as possible and then reopen this to the general public.
We have been pretty much sitting around for a couple hours. We hung out at the terrace there and watched the opening ceremonies. We watched a lot of the practicing for it too this morning, so we saw a lot of it kind of over and over. And then we've just been kind of hanging out over at the new villas. The path that leads up to it, anyone that's going up to that path right now is kind of being turned away by the security. Basically, they're not opening the lobby until 2 o'clock, which is what we're being told. And then the rooms are supposed to be ready at 4. So they probably needed a little extra time just to get everything ready. We did some shopping over at the Fantasia shop. They've got lots of new Disneyland Villas merch. I have found myself a new awesome little sweatshirt. It also says on the back, I'll turn around, the villas at Disneyland. I found the same one at Grand Cal yesterday that has Grand Cal on it, and I was so excited for that. And then I saw this one. I wasn't going to buy this one too, but then when I was in there, they only had one left in my size, so I kind of panicked and I was like, I think I got to get it. So that's how I got suckered into it. But also a really cool pin, just some other merch. We showed that earlier, and it seems to be very popular today. I see a lot of people getting that, but we are just waiting. It is about 1:30, so we've got about a half hour. As soon as we get into that lobby, we're going to take as much footage as we can. We're going to get room tours. We've teamed up with some other DVC members that have other room categories aside from what we're staying in, so we can get as much footage as possible. We're very excited to show you everything.
I just packed up my computer. I've been sitting here working. We just edited and uploaded the resort tour for the Disneyland Hotel that we did yesterday, which was just kind of an overview of all the amenities of the resort and everything. So took some time to edit that so that I don't have to do it later, because we're probably going to have 4, 5, 6, 7 different videos from this entire grand opening day that'll be going up on the channel. So make sure to look for all of those. I assume that they're all up by now. If not, I fell asleep editing at some point. So yeah, just hanging out till they open. They have released the line, and we are headed into the new villas at Disneyland Hotel. So here we go.
We are at the entrance of the villas at Disneyland Hotel. We are so excited to show you everything. Let's go in. Behind me is the mural. If you submitted a photo or you went and had your photo taken, you will be somewhere on this mural. So we actually submitted one and we had one taken at the DVC Lounge at Epcot. So we're going to try to find our photos. When you walk into the lobby, on the right side is the Discovery Den. It is just like a little lounge area to kind of sit and chill. There's a really pretty fireplace here also. We're in the fitness center. It's a good size for this resort. And they also have a little extra amenities. There is like a little fridge cooler that's behind Paul that has waters and cool towels. There's also some Kind bars. And they also have little packets of earbuds in case you forgot your earbuds. So I thought that was a really nice amenity. We're in the pass-through area, so you can actually walk underneath the resort through to the pool. Behind me is where the bar is going to be. It is unfortunately been delayed, so it's got a construction wall up and it says that it's coming soon. The pool area is beautiful. There's so many bright colors. There's a pool to my left that is just a bigger swimming pool. To the right of me is the splash pad, the Steamboat Willie splash pad. It even has steam that comes out. It's like water steam every once in a while. There's some beautiful seating back in the back area here in a shaded area with lots of palm trees, plenty of pool chairs, lounge chairs, lots of really great places to sit. If you walk outside the lobby, there is a little seating area out here that has some tables and chairs and things. And then something that we found out that is really cool is that the colors that are going up the side of the building are actually based on a couple of movies. So basically they take the scenes of a movie and they condense it and it turns into just like a color strip. It's called a movie palette basically. So here's an example of Frozen movie palette. And then they also did the Jungle Book and Mulan, and the colors that are going up the side of the building right here are actually those movie palettes. This whole resort is just stunningly beautiful. The carpet is so pretty and colorful. That movie palette that I showed you earlier, they've got other ones throughout the resort, so they've kind of carried that colors from the movies throughout. And then a nice little cool thing is that the archways here in the hallway are shaped like D's, so you can see that behind me there.
Couple hours later, we have now successfully filmed a duo studio, preferred view duo studio, and our own deluxe view preferred studio here at the villas at Disneyland Hotel. We're a little disheveled. I think it's the jet lag that's starting to catch up with us a little bit on the day.
I am so tired. And just, we just got up early and we've been walking around trying to get as much B-roll and as much content as we can. But yeah, I'm tired.
I also forgot we're on our lapel mic, so I'm going to hold it like this so that it hopefully picks both of us up and I don't have to film this again. But what were your first thoughts of the rooms?
Beautiful. I'm gonna miss the balcony though, and it's nice. The window and the view is nice, but there's just something about being able to go outside and get that fresh air and hear and see what's going on a little bit better. I definitely miss the balcony. But overall, the room is just super beautiful. The theming, this is, a lot of people will complain about the way
I just noticed we can even see the monorail.
Oh, yeah.
Just went by. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry.
A lot of people will complain about the direction that like Disney refurbs and things like that are going in with taking theming out. And I think that these rooms are the opposite. They are so well Disney themed. Even just that cool, accent, backlit accent wall behind the TV, and the carpet is very themed, and the artwork and all the colors, everything just carries through. And the whole resort has these, basically everything is based on the color palette of the movie. And it's cool to see even the colors that are running the side of the building, which we talked about earlier. It's cool to see them take that color palette and just make it what this resort is. I don't know. It's cool. It's very pretty. I love it. But when I start thinking about not having a balcony and the transient tax, that you have to pay each night. I can't say that I would choose this over Grand Cal, but this is beautiful.
Yeah, I've been blown away by both rooms. They're gorgeous, well appointed. The surprises are just some of the small little things we've picked up on in some of these videos. So especially in the Duo studio that we toured, they had hung some of the artwork and then decided, I guess, that it needed to go up a little bit higher. So they moved it up a little bit higher, but they didn't remove any of the drywall anchors or any of those like finishing elements. So there's just giant holes and drywall anchors in the wall. And those are kind of those things that you would have expected, like, when you moved it, why not fix that at the same time? I don't know.
You can tell that they were behind. And another example of that is that we don't have the list that tells us everything that was in our room, but we saw that it was in the Duo studio. So they just missed putting it in. So there's some little things like that. And you know what? I think that's part of just opening, doing something new and opening something new. You're going to miss some little things, nothing major though. And just everything is just so pretty, so well thought out. And really, this is a really nice sized room also.
It's one of the, we'd have to double check the square footage, but I feel like as compared to some of the deluxe studios recently at Disney World, it is definitely feels a very big room. Even my voice, I feel like, is like echoey and cavernous in the room itself. So we just ordered our bags to be sent up to the room, and we are going to start editing some of today's content ahead of, we've got a live Patreon live stream here in just about 2 hours that we will be doing to share our first thoughts of the room with that Patreon community. That'll actually be the DVC show that goes up next week. But before we do that, I'm actually going to pass the camera off to Amy because I'm going to show this cute little gift setup that they actually gave everyone that is here celebrating the grand opening with Disney. So this setup was actually sitting up on the counter below the TV when we came into the room. We do know that this is special to everyone that is here for the grand opening of the villas at Disneyland Hotel, but it is so super thoughtful. First off, there's a little welcome home card here, and it says Disney Vacation Club on it. I'll read it to you. It says, "Welcome home. We're so glad to have you here at the villas at Disneyland Hotel. From exceptional storytelling and stunning artistry to one-of-a-kind accommodations and legendary service, we hope you delight in the special touches of pixie dust that make staying in a Disney Vacation Club resort so magical. Please enjoy this unique assortment of gifts with our compliments and have a fantastic time. Warmest wishes." It is signed by both Bill Dierksen, who's the Senior Vice President and General Manager of Disney Vacation Club and Alani, and Dan Coleman, who is the General Manager of the Disneyland Hotel and now the villas at Disneyland Hotel as well. So very thoughtful gift that they got us here. So we'll go through everything. First is a nice 12 tea bag set of the Wonderland tea. This is the luxury green tea white rose blend. We actually did these a couple years ago. We got like the full gift set, and it was like some sort of berry tea that you loved.
Yeah, the blueberry. They haven't.
The blueberry tea. Amy loved the blueberry tea. They've not brought that one back for a while now, but we do like the Wonderland tea sets. So this will be a good thing as it turns to fall and winter in the Florida area. And I'm a sucker for like a decaf coffee every night or a cup of tea every night without fail. So we will definitely be using that. And we can make it in these amazing corksicle mugs. And these, I feel like these are uniquely special. I don't remember seeing these downstairs with all of the merchandise that they have for the Disneyland Hotel. So these seem to be unique to people that are staying here for opening weekend. And they are amazing. I love the color. It's like that pinkish purple, and it kind of, as you move it around, just kind of hits the sunlight perfectly. So those are awesome. We will enjoy those. I'll probably start making some coffee with those when we get back. There are a set of milk chocolates, so just some Mickey Mouse milk chocolates here, as well as some lemon burst cookies. So just some nice snacks that I guarantee you we will be breaking into pretty soon, because I don't know if we're going to have dinner before we do our Patreon live stream or not, or if we're going to go grab dinner after that. I'm thinking that time is not of our favor in terms of food, so we're going to have to live on lemon burst cookies and milk chocolates for a little bit. One thing that's super surprising to me that I did not know that they were doing is Joffrey's has actually made a special Villas at Disneyland Hotel blend of coffee. So this is added to the other resort coffees that they have throughout Walt Disney World we know of. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be on sale soon, but I have to go get our luggage. So I'm going to do that right now. We just wrapped our Patreon live special edition episode of the DVC show, and I wanted to give you, as part of this vlog, kind of a behind the scenes look of what this looks like. So a lot of cords, a lot of stuff plugged in, and honestly, we did everything on our MacBook Pro tonight, and it went very well in terms of streaming and the wonderful lighting here. If you heard us talk about this amazing backlight and the mirror giving us some good lighting for the event as well. But we are super hungry, and we're gonna sort of, I think, head down into downtown Disney, and also I want to walk around like the exterior of the property too.
I do too. So we are just, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera, especially with our lights on, but looking out over the resort at night, I can see the tiki torches from the Trader Sam Tangaroa Terrace area.
I'll turn off the lights, and then we'll be able to talk a lot better. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better.
So this view is just so pretty at night, seeing the pool all lit up, all the lighting around the resort, because we basically can see the entire resort. We can see all three towers. We can see everything in between. The only thing we can't see is the pool area and stuff on the other side that belongs to the villas, but it is just so cool to see it at night. And I don't know how well you will be able to see it in the camera, but also when Paul gets back around to it after he's done showing the rest of the resort, you can see DCA, and there's the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, and it's got some cool lighting going on for Monsters After Dark. We can see Cars Land lit up for Oogie Boogie Bash. So just a beautiful view at night, really pretty to just kind of turn your lights off and see things out the window.
It has quieted down a lot out here, and I know we showed this earlier, but you can really see that sort of archway D that's down there in the hallway that kind of just continues that Disneyland Hotel vibe. We did find our way over to the guest laundry. It's located on the first floor, so they've got a deck of washers and some dryers, and then here's kind of your pay machine, where if you are here as a catch guest, you can pay, or if you're staying on points, you can use the laundry cards, and they've got the soaps out here, complimentary, lined up for guests as well.
The pool area at night is so pretty with the lights. The splash pad has several like colorful lights. I love these lights behind me here in the sitting area hanging from the trees, and the pool is lit, so that looks really cool. I think that this area makes it really cool if you were staying at one of the garden rooms, because you're kind of here with all the lights and stuff. But so pretty out here at night to just come out, lots of places to sit and relax.
I love the thought that went into some of the colorful panels and the different window themes. You know, the different themes of the rooms give the sort of the color palette of the rooms a little bit different. And it just kind of makes it so that when someone turns on their light, not every single room is the same in that kind of look.
Sometimes you have to look everywhere for theming, including under your feet. We didn't notice this until just now, but it's like a trail of pixie dust that goes all the way up to the villas.
Takes the sand and sees you through when you wish upon a star. your dreams come true.
For those of you on the East Coast, Downtown Disney is very similar kind of the Disney Springs feel. They've got a live little kind of quartet playing right now. They just did When You Wish Upon a Star, which was beautiful, and then they've gone into a really high beat sort of Mexican number now. Just a very cool vibe to be down here late at night, especially on a Thursday night. It's just a random Thursday, but we're here.
We wandered over to Jazz Kitchen, and we are so hungry. We didn't have a reservation, but we were able to get in. We only waited like 15 minutes, so very excited to have some of this food.
We ate here previously on our first trip ever to Disneyland. It was Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen back then. It's now called Jazz Kitchen Coastal Grill and Patio, but a lot of the menu items are still the same, so I'm hoping the food is as well. To celebrate a long, successful day of Villas at Disneyland Hotel coverage, I went with the peach old fashioned that they have here at the Jazz Kitchen. The peach flavors are amazing. It's very light on like the bourbon and alcohol. You don't drink old fashions much, but I feel like you should try it just for like the peach flavor.
I like the peaches just floating in there. I love peach stuff. Oh, I don't know. I can smell it. It's a strong smell.
Okay, so it's a no from Amy, but
I don't think that's light on the booze. Oh, that burnt.
yeah, you can really taste the peach flavors in it though, and kind of the perfect drink to end off the day today as part of our meal.
This is what Paul thinks of his shrimp and grits. What do you think? You gonna pick the plate up and lick it?
I mean, if I wouldn't be shamed on YouTube for it, I probably would. So
we finished up dinner, and we'll give you our thoughts on that in a little bit. But we've been getting a lot of questions about, is there art for sale, kind of like at Riviera? And the question is, soon. There is an art kiosk here in the Fantasia shop. It is currently out of order. Maybe they're working on it, trying to get the new artwork loaded. But to the right here, you can see some examples, and this is just similar to some of the things that we've seen in the new tower.
we've been standing here for probably about 20 minutes for this, but Tinkerbell makes her way down the side of the building. We have no idea how often it occurs. Maybe every 10 minutes, maybe every 20 minutes or so, but it is something special to catch whenever you are able to do so. Do we look tired? We feel tired. It's been a long day.
My eyes are all watery because I keep yawning.
She's crying. It's just been such a beautiful day. So we have made it back to the room after a very long day for us, covering the grand opening here at the Villas, and amazing time. We did want to recap our dinner at Jazz Kitchen real quick. We had an amazing dinner.
Yeah.
That place is just as I remembered it, which was a class act, and a special shout out to Mark, who was our server, super friendly and wonderful with us the entire evening. We started off with what was described as like a BLT po' boy, open-faced BLT po' boy, which we discussed with Mark. We were like, that's a weird name. Like, I feel like you could call it something else. And by the time it came to the table, it definitely could have been called something else. So it's butter poached lobster, grilled French baguette, applewood smoked bacon, arugula, tomato, basil infused mayo.
Basically, it was like a lobster bruschetta.
Yeah.
It was so good, though.
Oh my God.
Even though it should have been named something else because it didn't look like a po' boy. Open face, grilled bread, like it just had so much flavor.
Yeah, you'll see it on the video. The presentation kind of hides it because of all the arugula on top, but like just the flavors going on there between just the balsamic and the lobster and just
It was
so much going on in that
basil
dish. The
mayonnaise
basil mayonnaise that's on the flatbread. The bread was perfectly toasted. And either we were starving or it was just absolutely amazing. I think it's a combination of both.
It was so
but
good.
it was so good and a great starter for our meal. And then you went with like a spicy pasta of sorts.
Yeah.
Right?
So just real quick, that grilled open faced lobster BLT po' boy was $26. It is on the shareable, like to share menu. So we got it as an appetizer. Originally, I was thinking about getting it as my entree, but I'm glad we did appetizer because it wasn't as po' boy sandwichy as I thought. It was more like a bruschetta.
Yeah.
And then I got the Creole pasta jambalaya, which I have had before. So when they redid this restaurant, before most of you know, it was Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen. It looked more like a New Orleans style building. I miss the old building, but they've redone it, rebranded it. It is still very pretty, still very nice, and it has a very similar layout. The menu, there's a lot of new things, but there are a lot of old favorites from the original menu. And so that's what I ordered, something I've actually had before, which was the Creole pasta jambalaya. And that is shrimp, andouille sausage, roasted chicken, Creole seasoning, spinach, fettuccine. It's in like a reddish sauce, and it's got some tomatoes and bell peppers and stuff in it as well. It's very good. It came to the table piping hot, which I love when food comes out fresh and hot. I've said that before. And it was just really good. It was a little spicy, not too much that I couldn't handle it because I am kind of sensitive to spice, but it was to the point where I didn't eat the whole thing, but I was also just full. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised you got it just because of the heat from it. When I took a bite of it, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's got a little Creole kick to it."
That's not what he said. He said, "You're gonna need your stomach meds tonight." But I'm fine.
Yeah. So I asked from the get-go. So when we were here in 2018, the shrimp and grits I got, and it was like a life-changing experience. So much so that I looked it up online, made a home version of it, which was equally as good, but never the same. You know, when you cook for yourself, or if you're the person cooking, it's always like it tastes good the second day after you've spent all the sweat, labor, and love cooking it. But it is the New Orleans barbecue shrimp and grits. And I asked, and it has not changed since the place is rebranded. So it's in a New Orleans barbecue sauce, roasted garlic, lemon, Worcestershire, Creole seasoning, andouille sausage, Parmesan grits, blistered cherry tomatoes, with some amazing, perfectly cooked shrimp in there. Mm-hmm. And Amy got a video of it, and you've seen it already, where I wanted to lick the plate. Like it was that good. Again, like we were very hungry. We've lived on very little today, as we've tried to get as much coverage of this place as possible. But it was everything that I remembered from that dish previously. And even Mark came over and he was like, "You did good. I'm impressed." And so I'm glad I was able to impress him. But just great shout out to Jazz Kitchen. If you are here at Disneyland, I would highly recommend. This is the second time we've been there, and I think the only place here that we've really ever like mentally gone back to and been like, I want to eat there again.
Yeah, and also both times that we've eaten there, we've not had a reservation.
Yeah.
We actually just got
Tonight it was last minute. We didn't have any dinner plans, but we were starving, and we said, let's go down to downtown Disney. Walked in, and it was about a 20-25 minute wait, and put our name on the list and just sat and people watched for those 20-25 minutes.
Yeah.
But had a great experience there again, and it's always going to kind of be that place that is probably the go back to for us on our Disneyland trips out here. So wonderful end to a amazing day that we had here. What's your top highlight of the day?
Well, let's see. I really enjoyed, even though we weren't like that close. I enjoyed the opening ceremonies just because it kind of gave me that feeling of excitement.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like you said, like when we were walking and you heard the song being sung live, that, I don't know, there was just some kind of like emotional feeling with that excitement to be a member and to have this new resort opening. That, and it was hilarious when they did the streamers. It was this big clump of all these streamers that just like went all over the crowd that was there. I don't know why, I just thought it was kind of funny. But that meeting all the DVC members from the DVC fan community that have come up and said hello, that has been amazing.
Yeah.
And we talk about that a little bit on the Monday. The show is going to be up on Monday. Just thank you guys that they came up to us. And the other thing for me is just seeing these rooms. They're so beautiful.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I echo your sentiments for all the people that have come up to us and said hi to us. You know, it's those words that really keep us going, even when we're kind of at the end of a day and at the bottom of the barrel. We just met a wonderful couple right outside. We were waiting for that Tinkerbell shot, but we had no idea how often it was happening on the side of the building, but we knew it was going to occur. And I will say that they were our good luck charms, so shout out to them. They're from the Florida area as well, just moved to the Florida Panhandle area, and they were talking with us, and then Tinkerbell went down the side of the building. So thank you for that. But also, you know, everyone that has reached out to us, it's just been amazing. We're so blessed. I posted something on my Instagram not too long ago just about how blessed I am to be able to do this, and not only do it, but do it with someone that I really love. So and get to share those memories with. My highlight of the day, I think, is just you come into these things with expectations. You come into them with not knowing what to expect at the same time. And I think every single thing that we had in our heads of, oh, I wonder if they'll do this, they did do, and they knocked it out of the park. From a great grand opening celebration to amazing merch that we spent too much money on, to it was just the
Gifts
rooms,
in our room.
gifts in the rooms.
Yeah.
And it was just I think very well executed, and really just makes you feel special for being a member and being here for opening weekend. So yeah, loved every minute of it. There are so many videos that will be going up on the DVC Fan YouTube channel in the coming days, or the ones that have gone up already. I may stay up this evening and try to edit as much of this one as I can, or get it up sometime tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how sleep does for me tonight, but we're pretty tired at the moment. But all of that content will be up on the DVC Fan YouTube channel, so make sure, if you're watching this video, hopefully you're subscribed already. Hit that bell for notifications for all of our future content. Amy has been a rock star over on our DVC Fan Patreon today. Patreon.com/DVCfan is our Patreon that we recently launched, and we just love all of the people that have been there. We did a live stream there earlier this evening. We showed you a little bit of the after effects of that. That'll be going up on Monday as our regular DVC show as well, but it was great to interact with some of the Patreon community and answer their questions about the villas over the course of that hour. So be sure to head there. Also, DVCfan.com for all of the latest in Disney Vacation Club news, all kinds of room tours, that fun stuff. And then also where we chat most of the day is in the Facebook group, the DVC Fan Facebook group, where we have so many people asking questions, sharing information, just an amazing community. And people always thank us for that kind of stuff, but it is you all that really has made that so special, and it's what you guys inject into it every single day. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, thank you so much, and that's going to do it for us. I think we're going to crash pretty hard and then hit the parks hard tomorrow. So that is our coverage of the grand opening of the villas at Disneyland Hotel. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys all real soon.